Okay, next question. You are responsible for receiving, maintaining, and supporting the beneficiary for the duration of their temporary stay in the United States. Describe the resources you plan to use or provide to ensure the beneficiary has adequate financial support to cover their basic living needs. So, as I read, this part is basically asking you, what resources do you specifically have to ensure that the person that's coming to your home will be equipped with financial support or basic living needs? And this is the most important part of the application, the meat and the potatoes, okay? So basically, it's me and my daughter, right? So I have a 3-bedroom home, so I have space to occupy the beneficiary if they come live in my house, okay? So they have available rooms, and I will have financial support in order to give them food, clean water, warmth, a home to live in, all the etc. And I'm going to type that below. So I have a home which has 3 bedrooms. There will be space for them to live, for him to live. I will provide my husband with food, water, shelter, and all the above, if you know what I mean. And all the above, if you know what I mean. And if you have any other ways or resources to help or support your beneficiary, include that there. This is just an example of what you could put. Also, remember to put the income as well. I'll have the sufficient income to support my beneficiary. All right. So let's autocorrect that. Remember, this is just an example. You can adapt this and to yourself and how you are going to be able to financially support your beneficiary and cover their basic living needs, okay? All right. So next question is asking, you are responsible for ensuring the beneficiaries has safe and appropriate housing for the duration of their parole in the United States. Describe how you will ensure the beneficiary's housing needs are met, including where the beneficiary will reside during their temporary stay in the United States, if known. So obviously it's going to be my place. So I will provide housing for my beneficiary at my home for the duration of their stay in the United States. So if the beneficiary were to live with somebody else, you can put that below. But since my husband's going to be living with me, I put that below. But if you're having a different situation where if you're entering your sister and you have another sister where they're going to be living with, you could have listed out your sister's information and explained that in this section. But since my husband is going to come live with me and my daughter, I have mentioned that here. All right. The next question asks, you are responsible for assisting the beneficiary access to available services and benefits such as learning English, securing employment opportunities once authorized to work, enrolling children in school, and helping to enroll for benefits for which they are eligible. Describe what steps you plan to take as part of these responsibilities. It's just really talking about how are you going to help the beneficiary while they are here? How are you going to give them help them find access to specific services that can help them? So what I'm going to put here is basically I will lead my beneficiary to an international or local health agency so they can have insurance, medical insurance. I will also help them find a school to learn English, or if he has a child coming with him, enroll them in a school. There also is there's also a local bus station that is not too far from my home. I will give them access to a bus pass. I will give them access to sign up for a bus pass. And lastly, let me scroll down so you can see as well. I'm gonna autocorrect this first. Okay, not too far. Now we're gonna scroll down. So lastly, whenever they have authorization, to work, I will help them, scroll down, I will help them find an employment to work. Okay, remember, this is just a sample application, but you can edit this to your liking on how you will be helping them get access to specific resources around the community. All right, but this can be any way you'd like. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So now we're gonna scroll back up. We completed all this section. This section has a lot of information, and this is the most important part because the United States wants to know how you are going to be supporting them when they come here. How are you going to be helping them and assisting them? Okay, so we completed this. So now we're going to click on next. Okay, the next question they're asking is, I'm going to read this paragraph. It says, provide information about any assets you will use to support the beneficiary for the anticipated period of his or her stay. List only assets that can be converted into cash within 12 months and that will be used to support the beneficiary while the beneficiary is in the United States. Provide the value of all assets listed in US dollars, regardless of whether they are held in the United States or outside the United States. Do not include assets from any individual in the beneficiary financial information section. You may also include your household members' assets below. Attach evidence in the evidence section under proof of assets and bonds, showing that you or your dependents have these assets. So this section is basically talking about any types of assets that you have that can support or that you will use to support the beneficiary. Make sure that it's something that you can convert into cash within 12 months. So an example could be an investment account. I know a lot of people are into the whole crypto thing. So either an investment account, or if you have a home and if you have equity on the house, those are the type of examples that they're asking about if you have any assets. So you can either add the entry so you can list out the person's name, their full name. If it's your full name, I'll click on it so you can see. So they're gonna ask for their first name, middle name, and last name. So I'm just gonna say my name, Maria Elizabeth Diaz. All right. So it's going to ask what type of assets. So as you can see, it has any type of assets. So it could be from the checking, savings, stock bonds, certificates, retirement, real estate, and etc. So I'm just going to put real estate holdings. Okay. So what is the cash value in US dollars? And that would be, it could be any amount. Let's just put $200,000. All right, not millions, but 200,000, okay? So you see the example, so it can honestly be everything. I'm going to scroll down this so you can see it. So it can be either in your bank account, your savings, if you have money there, if you're rich like that, okay? So it can either be stocks, bonds, certificates. If you got $1 million held in your retirement account, blessings to you. It could be anything. So yes, so we did real estate and we put $200,000 in cash, okay? So we're going to save entry and continue. Now I'm going to read this section for you. So it's actually the same question. That's the same part. So it shows what we had added. So we put my name, my real estate holding, and the amount. So what is your total amount in US dollars? So that I would put, honestly, okay, so this question is saying what is the total amount in US dollars? You can put whatever amount you have. So I'm just going to put a sample. I'm going to put $500,000, okay? But you put what is accurate to your specific information, okay? This is just a sample. Last question from this part. It's saying, have you previously submitted a form I-134 or a form I-134A on a behalf of a person other than the beneficiary listed on this form I-134A? So since I have not, and this is the first time that I'm doing this application for someone in one of these 5 countries, I'm going to put no. But if it's yes, you would put yes. And it would just ask you, it would ask you more information about it. But I'm putting no, okay? So do you see when I clicked on yes, it's actually for the financial responsibility for the other beneficiary. So you can actually apply for multiple people. Since this is not the case, I could actually check it. But since this is not the case, we're not going to do this. But just know that you're able to do that. But since my option is no, I'm just going to click on no. Okay. So because this is my first time doing this application, and I'm doing this first time for my beneficiary, my husband. So we're going to click on next. Okay. Now, this is the part where you're going to talk about the beneficiary, okay? This is not you anymore. The part that was you was before, but now we're about the beneficiary. So remember, the beneficiary is a person that lives in either Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Cuba, or Ukraine. And like we know, this application is about Venezuela, and my name is Maria Diaz. Now I'm gonna put my husband's current legal name. So this is the beneficiary's part, okay? So his name is Jose. All my Jose's. Hello. Jose Rodriguez Gonzalez. Well, his last name's Diaz because he's my husband, okay? Diaz. All right, remember this is a fake and I'm liking these names, all right? Jose Rodriguez Diaz. And it's asking, the next question is asking, has the beneficiary used any other name since birth? So did my husband use any other name since birth? So if he had a different name, if he had nicknames, aliases, then we would put that. But since it's no, we're going to put no. Go straight to the point, okay? Next, they're going to ask for my husband, the beneficiary, the person that's in one of these countries, which is Venezuela in this case, for their telephone number, okay? So I'm going to just put a random number, 789-546-0213, all right? So it's the same number, but if you may have another, like if some people have two phones, okay? So if my husband had a second phone, which I would want to know about, but he just has one phone, okay? So we're just going to it's just going to add the same number since it's the same phone he's using. So remember, his name was Jose Rodriguez Diaz. My husband has a beautiful name. Okay, so we're going to put his email address. Rodriguez Diaz, all right, at gmail.com. Remember, this is a sample. We're just going through this application. Okay, so now, what is the beneficiary current mailing address, if any? So in care, so we're going to put his name, Jose Diaz. All right, but you would put the middle name. Let me put the middle name since I started with it. Rodriguez, all right. Country, Venezuela. Okay, let's go to Venezuela. Venezuela is very beautiful, by the way. I would definitely recommend people to visit. Okay, so his address is, let's make that up, 234 Guantanama Street. All right. And it's going to be, give me a country in Venezuela. All right. Let's put Cubano. This is fake, remember. Province. We're going to put anything. Let's put Veni. Okay. Making this up, right? All right. So we're going to just say that it's the same address as the mailing address. So we're just going to put yes. Okay. So we're going to continue. Now it's asking for the beneficiary's date of birth. Remember, this is my husband. Your beneficiary is going to be the person that you are supporting to come into the United States. So my hubby, he is a grown man, okay? He is born in May, same month as me, okay? May 7th. He's born in 1991. What is the beneficiary's city or town of birth? Okay, we know it's in Veni. Okay. What is the beneficiary state or province of birth? We're going to put Venezuela. Okay. And what is the country of birth? Okay, we know that's Venezuela, so I'm just going to add Venezuela again. But you're going to put accurate information. Remember that. Okay, where is Venezuela? Venezuela next. Okay. Now it's asking for the beneficiary's sex. So you can put male, female, or if you're unspecific, or another gender identity. My husband's a male. Okay. Alpha male. What is the beneficiary's marital status? Of course, he's married to me. And now the next question is saying, what is the beneficiary's country of citizenship or nationality? So it says we are only accepting online filings of Form I-134A for individuals agreeing to financially support Cuban, Haitians, Nicaraguans, Ukraine, and Venezuelan citizens and their immediate family. Immediate family members are their spouse or common law partner and unmarried children under the age of 21. Okay, so note part is basically explaining that If the person is an immediate family member, if they're either a spouse or a common law partner, or if they're married children under the age of 21, you are able to apply for them. So this part is basically explaining that any immediate family member, either a spouse or common law partner, or an unmarried child under the age of 21 you can apply for them, as long as they're from these 5 participating countries: Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Ukraine, and Venezuela. All right, so the note says individuals only eligible as immediate family members and children under age 18 must travel with their beneficiary spouse, common law partner, or legal guardian to be eligible for parole. So basically, we're going to choose the country. The next question is asking what country issued the beneficiary's most recent passport. Okay, so that is going to be Venezuela. So now we're going to find Venezuela. Okay, it's all the way at the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to put a random number for a passport for Venezuela. Okay. 1103366640. Okay, so the expiration would be, let's put November 13th, 2026. Okay, so it's going to ask for the beneficiary's A number. Okay, we don't have the A number, so we'll just say we don't have their A number. But if you did have it, you would know. If the beneficiary did have it, they would know. Okay, remember, this part is for my husband's part. The person that I'm bringing over, helping support to come to the United States. Whoever you're applying for, this part is their part. So this is their beneficiary A number, their passport, their country. Okay, so I'm just going to put I don't have the number. So last question on this part, it's saying, what is the beneficiary's anticipated period of stay in the United States? So I'm going to put for 2 years. So we're going to put, let's put April 24th. Okay. Let's put 2025. Okay. Well, 2023, but they'll leave 2025, whatever the 2-year period is. So we can put March. Let's do March 16th, 2025. Okay. For the 2-year. All right. So we'll click on next. And now this next part is still the beneficiary's information. But for this purpose, we don't have to. We'll just keep going up. So it's asking, what is the beneficiary's total? If you were supposed to 1 and 2, you would add it here. So just so you see, but we'll just press cancel if he had anybody he was supporting, okay? But since he's not, and it's just me and him and our daughter, okay? So I'm going to click on cancel. But if he did have someone he does support, you would put their name here, okay? So cancel. And it's asking, what is the beneficiary's total number of dependents? So it's 0. Okay. And the next question is actually, how much income will the beneficiary dependents contribute to the beneficiary annually? So we're going to put 1,000. Okay. So we're good here. We're going to click on next. We're going to click on next. Okay. So the next question it asks, does any of the beneficiary's total income, including income from dependents and other individuals who contribute to the beneficiary's income, excluding any individuals named in the financial information about the person agreeing to financially support the beneficiary section, come from an illegal activity or source such as proceeds from illegal gambling or illegal drug sales? I would hope not, so we're going to put no. But you are answering this to specific to your beneficiary, okay? So it's next question, which is similar to the one that they were asking in our section, right, as a supporter. Does any of the beneficiary total income come from means tested public benefits as defined in 8 CFR 213A 1. So we're going to put no, but if this pertains to you, you will put yes. But for our purposes, we put no. Okay. Then we're going to click on next. So now it's going to talk about the beneficiary's assets. So it's the same as the supporters part. So assets, either real estate, retirement income, checking, savings account, bonds, investment accounts, anything pertaining to that. Okay. So if we were to add an entry, we'd add the entry and add his name, his full name. So we'll put his full name. So his name is Jose Rodriguez. So we're going to put his full name. So it's Jose Rodriguez. Okay. Diaz. What type of assets? So we'll put that he has a checkings account. Okay. And he probably has $1,000 in it. But remember, you're going to put the accurate information on your application. So we're going to proceed. Remember, this is the assets, whatever he has value that he's able to cash out within 12 months. Okay. So we're going to click Save Entry. So it shows the information that we have provided here. And what is the total amount in US dollars? So we're going to put 1,000. Okay. Assuming that this was Venezuelan money. So it's wanting to know the total amount in American money. So we're going to click on next. Okay. Now it's asking for evidence. So bank officer statement. Provide a statement from an officer of the bank or other financial institution with deposits identifying the following detail: date account open, total amount deposited for the past year, present balance. As the person who agrees to financially support the beneficiary, you must show you have sufficient income or financial resources to support the beneficiary. Failure to provide evidence of sufficient income or financial resources may result in denial of the foreign national application for visa or his or her removal from the United States. So this is basically saying you need to go to your bank and ask. So if, for example, if you have Chase as a bank, Bank of America, Suncoast, any type of credit union, you need to go to that specific bank physically. You need to ask him for a physical paper form that shows the date the account opened, total amount deposited for the past year, and what you have in your bank at this moment now. Okay, so they could send it to you in a file of PDF, any type of files over here listed, but it's probably going to be a PDF file. But if you have a physical file, you can upload it on your own. But if they email it to you, okay. But if they give you a physical copy, you can upload it that way. But you're gonna make sure that this specific file is clear and readable, that the officers that receive your application can read what you have uploaded. And you can see no encrypted or password protected files. So it has to be a clear non-password document. If your document is in a foreign language, upload the English translation version of it. Upload no more than 5 documents at a time. Accepted file name, characters, English, number, space, etc. So it can't go over 12 MB per file. So this, you're just going to click on choose and it's going to go to your specific file. So whatever you'll know how to upload it, whatever you have here. So yes. Okay, since for the purposes of this sample application, we're just going to click next. But when you do have your information, you're going to upload it onto this file. You're going to click on next. Okay. So next is asking for the employer statement. So it's saying provide statements from your employer on business stationery showing date and nature of employment, salary paid, and whether position is temporary or permanent. As the person who agrees to financially support the beneficiary, you must show you have sufficient income or financial resources to support the beneficiary. Failure to provide evidence of the sufficient income or financial resources may result in the denial of the foreign national application for a visa or his or her removal from the United States. So basically, this is wanting a physical letter from where you work. So as I stated before, I am a physical therapist that works at St. Andrews or wherever you work. So you need to go physically to your job and ask them for a letter that states the date and nature of your employment, when you started working there. Are you still currently working there? You're present there. How much they pay you, salary, position, or if you're hourly. That information needs to be included in there. And the third information is you need to know whether the position is temporary or permanent. Are you a temporary PRN or are you permanently there as in staff? Okay, so you need this letter, and then you're going to upload it the same way as how you uploaded your bank officer statement as well. Okay, for this purposes, since we're doing a sample application, we're going to just click next, but you would upload this on your own. I'm going to click on next, but knowing that you're going to upload this on your own. Now it's asking for your income tax return. Remember when I told you in the beginning, you need to give them paperwork? They're asking for a hefty load of paperwork to have evidence that you are able to fully take care and support this person, the beneficiary that you're entering to the United States. So it's asking for your income tax return. So you're going to provide a copy of your last U.S. federal income tax return filed, a tax transcript. Sometimes you can actually get your tax transcript online on the USCI, on their website if you don't have a physical copy. So as the person who agrees to financially support the beneficiary, you must show you have sufficient income or financial resources to support the beneficiary. Failure to provide evidence of sufficient income or financial resource may result in the denial of the foreign application for a visa or his or her removal from the United States. So as before, for the bank statement, your employer statement, this is the same way you're going to upload it. You're going to choose your file, click on the document. It's usually going to be a PDF file, and you're going to upload it same way as the last two evidence that they asked for. So we're going to click on next. Click on next again. They're asking for your bonds. Provide a list of serial number and denomination of bonds, names of record and owner. As a person who agrees to financially support, so they want this the same as the last three. I won't read it again. I won't bore you. But basically, it wants a copy evidence of bonds and the record of the owner. So if you have any type of bonds, you're going to upload this same way as you uploaded your other evidences. Choose the file, click on it. Usually going to be a PDF or whatever type of image file it is. And you're going to upload it. Next. Okay. Proof of immigration status. So as I had stated previously in my application, I am a U.S. citizen. But if you are a U.S., if you are an alien, a permanent resident card, meaning if you have green card, or if you have TPS, or if you are asylum, you just need to upload a physical copy of this on this file. So either a PDF, a picture, any type of way, upload it the same way you uploaded the bank officer statement, the employment statement, income tax return, or bonds. The same way you upload it, go into your files, upload, usually a PDF, picture, whatever it is. Sometimes I use an Adobe app to upload images. It's really simple. It's just called Adobe, and you download it on either your Apple Store or your Android Google Play Store. And honestly, you could just take a picture of whatever you want to take, and it uploads it as a PDF file. So if you guys want me to actually take the time to upload how to do that physically, I can do that. Just comment below if you really want me to show you how to upload any type of picture, any type of document into Adobe app. Just let me know. Drop down comments below if you want me to do a video on that. I would be happy to do that. So you're going to upload it the same way that you did all the previous other evidences, your immigration status. So if you're a U.S. citizen, you could either provide your birth certificate. If you got naturalized, you were born in another country, but you got naturalized as an American, you're going to send in that certificate. You can send in a certificate of that. You can send a consular report of your birth abroad to U.S. parents. You can also provide a copy of your biographic data page on your passport. So you can provide your passport as well. If you have a green card, which is also called a permanent resident card, you can provide that card or the alien registration receipt card, which is from the form I-551, or a photocopy of your unexpired temporary form of the I-551 stamp, either the foreign passport or the DHS form I-94 arrival departure record. Also, you have to have proof of lawful non-immigrant status, may include a copy of uninspired visa and forged passport. So that could either include the TPS individual or the asylum individual. So make sure that all these documents are clear and legible. They're in the accept the file format, and that they have no passwords. Uploaded the same way you upload the bank officer statement, employer statement, and income tax returns and bonds. Okay? We're going to click on next. Make sure if you do have these information, make sure to not forget to upload it, because it will speed up your process even better, so you don't have a hold on your file. Going to click on next. Okay, so now we're at the part where it's for the proof of assets of individual agreeing to financially support the beneficiary. So you're going to basically provide information about the assets you will use to support the beneficiary for the anticipated period of his or her stay. You're going to only list assets that can be converted into cash within 12 months that will be used to support the beneficiary in the U.S. So they have to be listed in U.S. dollars also. Do not include assets from any of the individual's beneficiary financial information. So basically, that's first paragraph trying to tell you, you need to upload your evidence of your asset. What money do you have physically, or something that can be cashed within 12 months? If it's a document about your equity of your home, or if it's a document from crypto or from Robinhood that you can print out or have a PDF file and upload that proof of that cash that you have physically there, you need to upload it onto that specific spot. Okay, if you have a lien, so let me list out what you can have. You may include the net value of your home as an asset, the net value of your home and an expired value of the home, that document minus sums of all loans secured by mortgage. You can add your trust, deed, or other lien on the home. You can include the net value of your home. You must include documentation demonstrating that you own the home, a recent appraisal by a licensed appraiser, and evidence of the amount of all loans secured in the mortgage. You may not include the net value of the automobile unless you show that you have more than one automobile, and at least one automobile is not included as an asset. Also, you may submit any evidence of value on your household member's asset. Evidence must include the name, the asset holder, description of the asset, proof of ownership, and basis of the owner claims of its net cash value. So basically, as this last paragraph was stated in each other one that was in before, from the bank officer statement, employer, income tax, as the person who agrees to financially support the beneficiary, you must show sufficient income or financial resources to support the beneficiary. Okay? Failure to provide evidence of sufficient income or failure to financial resources may include denial of the foreign national application for the visa or his or her removal from the United States. Okay. So, remember to upload So, as I was saying, you need to upload the proof of your asset, show the United States, the USCIS Immigration Services, that you're able to support your beneficiary. I'm able to support my man, okay? And I'm going to upload all these evidences in either a JPG or a PDF file, as all these listed below. You're going to choose a file and etc. So we're going to click on next. You're going to upload these, okay? Remember. Now, the last part of the asset, you're going to ask for proof. They're going to ask for proof of beneficiary asset. So this one is basically for my husband. My husband's evidence of his proof of assets. Basically the same as mine, but his. Okay, so this one was mine, but this one is his assets. Okay, so they're going to want you to upload that. All right, it could be their home, their mortgage deed, trust deed, anything. Okay, so you're going to upload that the same way you uploaded yours. All right, so I just want to backtrack. I forgot to mention the income tax return. Remember that you are supposed to, let me go back to the income tax return. Remember that you are supposed to upload your tax transcript. Like I was saying before, it is found on the tax IRS website. You have to request specifically, I don't want you to forget this, specifically the tax transcript, okay? So you have to upload that on the file. You are going to get it from the IRS website, okay? It should be from last year. So 2022, okay? 2021. So you are going to request, I want to mention again, you are going to request your tax transcript from the IRS, which is from 2021, okay? Don't forget, do not upload the paper copy that is not usually the transcript. You need to get it from the IRS website, which is the tax transcript. If you need me to make a video about this, let me know. Drop in the comment on how to do that. I will be gladly able to do that for you. So to tell you the step-by-step process on how to request for your tax transcript. Okay, so just remember that. All right, so we're going to get back to the beneficiary part. We already explained this. Remember the proof of the beneficiary's assets. So what kind of money, what investments, or what source of income what source of assets does my husband have? So that is what I'm going to upload. Okay, so we're going to click on next. All right, I'm so glad you guys are still with me. We're almost done. So now this is the last part of the additional information, okay? So if you need to provide any additional information for any of your answers to the questions in the form, enter it into this space below. You should include the questions that you are referencing to. If you do not need to provide additional information, you may leave this section blank. So personally, I don't have any additional information that I want to ask them. Everything seems clear and simple. But if you are filling out this application and you have a question for them, or you have something you want to add to them, you want to add to the attachment, you can add your response here. And if you were to do that, you would have put the section, whatever part it is from this side, you would enter the page, all the above, enter the information, enter the question. But since I don't have any additional question, I'm going to leave this blank. But if you were to have additional information that you wanted to request of them, then you would fill out this part. But since I don't have any, I'm going to click on cancel. All right. And we're going to click on next. All right, we have come to the review and submit part. I'm so happy you guys are still with me. So in this part, this is check your declaration before you submit. Before you submit anything, you should always check it twice. Anything you sign, check it twice. Even 3 times, because I'm pretty anal about those stuff. But check it 1 to 2, 3 times, okay? We will review your declaration to check for accuracy and completeness before you submit it. We encourage that you provide as many responses as you can throughout the declaration to the best of your knowledge. Missing information can slow down the review process after you submit your declaration. Like I was saying before, if you submit everything in the declaration, you have more of a chance for your process to go faster than if you forget to upload any type of evidence, the tax return, the bank statement, the employer statement, okay? Try to upload all the evidence or provide every information that you can so you can speed up your process and not make it slower time. Okay, so the name of this form has changed. So the name of this form has changed to Form I-134A Online Request. They're just mentioning that it changed, okay? So this form surprisingly is free, and we are very happy about this. So this is amazing. Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Biden administration. This form is free. Usually the USCIS forms are not free, so this is awesome. All right, guys. So refund policy, the USCIS doesn't refund this fees. Obviously $0, so you don't really need a refund. And then alert and warnings, we found no warnings, so we filled everything right. So once you see that, you know you are good to go. And make sure, but Make sure you do upload all of your evidences. That is the most important part. Upload everything that you have that can fully show that you are able to financially support your beneficiary when they come into the United States. All right. So we're going to click on next. So it's basically going to show you everything you did. All right. I'm going to go all the way down. It's going to show everything that I've submitted. Make sure you read all of these to the T to make sure you gave every right information. You uploaded all the documents. This is basically a whole summary of our whole application. Usually when I get to this page, they always give you a view of your draft snapshot. If you can download that, that would be even better. It automatically downloaded for me, but if you can download that, that would be awesome. Once you click on that form, it's going to download a PDF file that's going to save right into your computer. Save that so you have evidence and all the information that you put so everything matches, everything's great, okay? So like we reviewed it, we went once, we went twice, we checked everything. Everything looks perfect, amazing, all right? So we're going to go ahead and click on next. Make sure, don't forget to download the PDF file so you have your receipt, your proof of that you submitted the application and all the information that you have in there, okay? So now you're going to press next, all right? You're going to say, this part says, I, as the individual agreeing to financially support the beneficiary, certify the following. Individual agreeing to financially support the beneficiary statements, you must read and agree to the statement below. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this declaration and my answers to every question. So basically, this part is saying you understand English, you did this, you understand every part, you answered everything to your best of your ability of this application. So you're going to click on that. You're going to click on next. Okay. So individuals agreeing to financially support the beneficiary certification. So this is a long ordeal, but they're just saying you're agreeing to everything, photocopies, everything, okay? So you're going to say, I've agreed to the statement. And you agreed, you're going to sign it. So I'm not going to submit it because this was not correct information, but you're going to sign this when you're doing your application, and you're going to click on next, and you're going to be all done. So I'm so happy I was able to finish this video and answer any questions that you may have while you are filing the I-134A. Again, this is the best opportunity you can do to enter any family member, any friend that needs to come to the United States and come work and find better living. So thank you for your time, and I'm happy that you reached with me to this end. Remember, subscribe, like, share this video to anybody that needs help with filing this application. Remember, comment, share, subscribe below if you need, and if you have any requests for any type of video you want to see kfouplus upload. Okay, so have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.